Blaine. Hey, Kim.
Hey everybody. What's new with everybody? How y'all doing?
There's Jeff. Yeah, I know, Jeff.
What?
Tough
Been a
day.
tough day.
This is Mom's
Oh,
birthday.
oh.
I understand, Jeff.
How's Tootsie doing, Jeff?
Also, yeah. Also, Kim, I showed Connie, sent that thing you posted about the potato sacks to Connie.
Oh yeah.
That,
I had to read the whole thing in order to get it. I was like, oh yeah, okay.
that was funny. That's one that Jeff typically would do, or Blaine. Tootsie is good. She is hanging in there also.
All right. Praying for you, Jeff.
Yeah. Commercials.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I know this weather, I tell you. I got a headache from it. I can't shake this headache that I've got. It's last couple hours.
I don't
I
know
don't
what's
know
with the
what's
weather.
up with the must be the barometer is messing with me. So I'm gonna be a little bit out of it. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I was starting to feel some pressure too. Well, tonight's one is going to be interesting. One another. One.
Yeah, this is the movie quotes.
Yep.
Um, you've picked movie quotes from
All different movies.
all different kinds of movies. It looks like
Everything, including Ant.
older ones, not so old.
All different
Probably
ones.
nothing that's been in the movies lately in the last, I
No, nothing real
10,
recent.
15, maybe 20 years. I don't know.
Those are canceled out because
Oh.
those were the ones that I
Oh,
beyond
okay.
what I
Okay.
was doing.
Okay. So this should be interesting.
So yeah, just as prayers that your headache gets better.
Oh, thank you. I'm not seeing all these messages.
Are you on? You're on
Yeah,
live
I
chat.
always have trouble with this. I don't know
No,
with the chat.
I'm also on. I was on Top Chat too for some reason.
Oh,
Hey,
there's
Bud
all the
Files.
messages. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it.
Hey, Bud Files,
Oh.
welcome. Hot Rod said she was going to make it, and so did Zach. They'll probably come in late.
Well, people are finishing up dinner and whatever.
Well, Hot Rod's Mississippi, and Zach is Oregon.
Well, like I said, dinner or
Yeah, and there's
whichever.
oh, there's
says
Kelly.
Finally got signed in.
Hey, Kelly, welcome. I haven't started yet, so this will be interesting to say the least.
I guess we could probably get started.
Yep, I'm gonna get started. So let's see how well I can do with this timer one. So we'll start this off. This should be easy, but for the most part, it's easy. It's more the fun part of it. Okay.
And they're multiple choice.
Yeah, multiple choice. Which movie is the following quote from? I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. A. Goodfellas. B. Scarface. C. The Godfather. Or D. The Irishman.
Jeff is asking Kelly and Kim if they're going to putt after this.
I may do one game as long as that doesn't get
You
too
still
late.
got still have a big crowd when you play.
Not too bad. Okay, so the answer to this is
C, The Godfather.
Kelly's
Sounds
like
good.
Kelly's like, well, yeah,
Blaine says, "What's putt? It's been 3 weeks for me." LOL.
yeah.
Hey,
Blaine.
did you have any
Withdrawal?
symptoms, Blaine, from putt? Kelly says, "Been waiting on Jeff since 6." Wow.
All right. Next one. Which movie is the following quote from? May the force be with you. A. Star Trek. B. Blade Runner. C. Star Wars: A New Hope. Or D. Dune. Yeah, I know you're in Pop One.
Blaine says, "Nope, not at all. Haven't even thought about putt."
Yet you still said it. Yeah, there's some easy ones. I have to have easy ones. I can't have just all tough ones. So otherwise, people will get me. Oh, I don't know. Obvious. So the answer to this is
C, Star Wars: A New Hope. Blaine says, "Well, haven't thought about it unless y'all mention it here or on chat or in another game." Jeff says it's the original Star Wars, though, right?
yes. That's what it was called. It was Star Wars,
yeah,
and
you
then they
should say.
changed it to New Hope.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah. Next one. Which movie is the following quote from? You can't handle the truth. A. The Firm. B. A Few Good Men. C. The Pelican Brief. Or D. The Client.
Yeah, Jeff said it wasn't New Hope at the time.
Oh,
I know it wasn't. Kelly says, "You have all day to play Pop, Jeff. Come, 6 o'clock, it's my time."
Yeah, really.
Yeah, tell him.
You were just watching this movie. When was that? Yesterday, day before?
A little bit of it, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
I know. I get, I don't know.
The answer is
B, A Few Good Men. You know, it comes evening, you just kind of want to watch something, but you're not really, there's nothing on, and then you start channel surfing or whatever, and
yeah.
Sometimes you get part of a movie. Jeff says, "LOL, I know, Kelly, but Fred's show was tonight, so I waited, LOL." Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
We appreciate you being here.
Which movie is this from? Here's Looking at You, Kid. A. Gone with the Wind. B. Casablanca. C. Roman Holiday. Or D. The Maltese Falcon.
Kelly says, "Okay, but just on Wednesdays."
Yep. So we got A and B. Jeff.
Dang, is it B?
Hey, William. I like the little what did I call that earlier? The
Reminder.
Shameful plug or something for us
Shameful plug.
on
What's a
Kicking It Country.
Oh, that. Oh,
We
okay.
mentioned about trivia tonight.
Kelly says, "Does everyone else see a warehouse?"
It's a movie studio.
Blaine says, "Jeff, did you see where Scott was headed earlier?"
Yeah.
Jeff says, "Yep, it's the background, Kelly."
Okay, so the answer to this is
B, Casablanca.
it's a backdrop.
Yep. Jeff says, I just seen he was live road trip.
Yeah, it was more like live from a parking lot initially.
Blaine says, Kelly, I sent them a picture of my warehouse building. LOL.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah. Next one. Which movie is this from? Go ahead, make my day. A. Lethal Weapon. B. The Terminator. C. Rambo. Or D. Sudden Impact.
William says to take Amber to the bathroom. Yeah, I know. It ended up, poor Scott had to wait out there in the parking lot for
Shopping spree.
forever. And apparently she was waiting in a line, didn't know if it was a bathroom line or the regular line. And then she came out holding a big bag of stuff. So she went shopping after she went to the bathroom.
I hate to tell you this, Jeff, but the correct answer is a Clint Eastwood movie.
Oh.
He didn't think it was a Clint Eastwood movie.
Who said?
Jeff.
He says it's a Clint Eastwood movie.
Yeah, and that's who said it.
Yeah.
With his very long gun. That's what it is.
D, Sudden Impact.
Yeah. Double checked and verified.
Jeff said, I thought it's in a different one.
No.
Different movie.
That was in 1973 that came out. And he said that. That's I verified.
Wayne says Jeff thought wrong.
Yep. Which movie is this from? I'll Be Back. A. RoboCop. B. Predator. C. The Terminator. Or D. Total Recall.
Jeff says, yep, I'm wrong. He says in so many LOL. Blaine says, oh yeah, hey, Mrs. Virginia. Since you're probably watching LOL.
Hiding in the background.
William says, when in doubt, ask Tootsie. Yeah.
Exactly. The answer to this is
C, The Terminator.
Which movie is this quote from? Why So Serious? A. The Batman. B. Joker. C. Batman Begins. Or D. The Dark Knight.
Jeff says Tootsie doesn't know either. She's probably sleeping.
Probably right by his side.
Uh-huh. Jeff says she is the life of a dog.
Mm-hmm.
She's got to get her beauty sleep in.
Yep. Okay, we got an A, a C, and a D. 2 Ds, actually. So the answer is
D, The Dark Knight.
all Batman movies, but
Yeah.
most The Dark Knight. Next one. Which movie is this from? Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. A. Rain Man. B. Big. C. Forrest Gump. Or D. The Green Mile.
That's with the. That's funny with the one. Oh, the Green Mile. Oh my.
All right. Obviously, the answer is
C, Forrest Gump. Blaine says that chocolate store that Forrest used, they closed their doors for good last Friday.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
my.
is this from? You Talking to Me? A. Raging Bull. B. Taxi Driver. C. Mean Streets. Or D. Heat. Eesh. Hey, there's Zach.
Blaine says almost 50 years in business in Buford.
Wow.
Oh, that's sad. Did Killwinds come and kill their business or something, or what happened?
Zach made it, but Hot Rod probably is having technical problems again. As that occasionally. That's all right. So we got a bunch of bees.
I know a lot of people like that Killwinds chocolate store, but I don't think there's really anything special about
No.
it. When we go to Dahlonega, they have Killwinds there. They have Killwinds everywhere. But there's another one chocolate store that we think is better than
Many
them.
times over.
And so, yeah, their chocolates taste better, and they have a lot more better selection. I mean, Killwinds, you go in there and there's ice cream. There's a few little things of chocolate dip stuff, and doesn't seem like they have the variety though. I don't know.
They don't.
Blaine says we do have a Killwinds there, but I think they charge of things it costs to run a store that still makes everything on site was hurting them. They couldn't compete and keep prices down to run business. Oh, that stinks.
All right, so the answer to this one is
B, taxi driver. Plus, probably, like a lot of times they can't keep the help because the help wants a lot more, per hour.
yeah.
So they can't compete with the other people, and they just can't get away with paying people minimum wage anymore.
Right. Next one. Which movie is this from? Say Hello to My Little Friend. A, The Godfather Part 2. B, Scarface. C, Carlito's Way. And D, Heat. Hey, Virginia, welcome.
Hey, Virginia. How you doing?
So Jeff and Blaine have to be on their best behavior.
Yep. Virginia's in the house.
Yep, Virginia's in that.
She's going to be watching.
I expect Jeff to be good today. All right. So the answer to this is
B, Scarface. And Blaine says he almost went with B.
well, you should have gone with B.
Jeff says, did you get my text, Virginia? Blaine says, I'm always good. Now Jeff, on the other hand.
Next one. Which movie is this from? There's No Place Like Home. A, The Wizard of Oz. B, Mary Poppins. C, Sleeping Beauty. Or D, Cinderella.
Jeff says Paula is on her way home.
Okay. Probably from the hospital visiting the dad. He's in recovery.
How's he doing?
You doing well?
It's good.
It's unanimous.
Mm-hmm. Jeff says, you're welcome, Virginia. Okay, so
The answer to this one is, and I was waiting for Jeff.
mm-hmm. A, The Wizard of Oz.
Which movie is this from? Houston, we have a problem. And I said that on Scott's Live. There.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. A, Gravity. B, First Man. C, Interstellar. Or D, Apollo 13. Well, when his picture went sideways, I said, Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know what he was doing at that point.
He's getting a phone call was coming in.
Oh, oh. Looks like everybody knows this one.
Yeah, I think so. Answer obviously is
D, Apollo 13. That was a good movie.
yeah. Which is this movie from? I See Dead People. A, The Others. B, The Poltergeist. C, The Sixth Sense. Or D, The Ring.
Blaine says, I had Amber Page, but she said it caused her to take more time, lol.
I know, that was funny.
I know, that was funny, Blaine.
Oh, she thought Scott had her page.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
That is. I was almost tempted to throw in on this one, The Walking Dead.
Oh.
I See Dead People. Do you see Dead People?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, the answer to this obviously is
C, The Sixth Sense.
don't say that too fast.
Right.
Next one. Which movie is this from? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. A, Scarface. B, Godfather Part 2. C, Heat. Or D, Casino.
Jeff says, I see live people. And yeah. Blaine says, because I didn't know what to say. I couldn't just say, my friend is in the store. Tell her to get to her husband. So I made it sound like I was Scott waiting in the car, lol. Oh. What did you say exactly with the? Did you say Amber
Hicks.
Yeah, is in the store and I need her to move and get done or finish up or something.
That's weird.
What?
Kelly's saying she's lagging. You may want to go out of it and come back in. We've got we have no drops whatsoever, so it's solid.
Jeff says if it's B, I know it's said in D also. Blaine says, I said, hey, my wife is in the store and I'm out here waiting on here. Can you please have her page? Her name is Amber Hicks. Okay.
Hopefully Mallory wasn't listening in the background. That would have been awkward.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the answer to this one is
B, The Godfather, Part 2.
oh my. Next one. Which movie is this from? To Infinity and Beyond. A, Toy Story. B, Monsters, Inc. C, Shrek. Or D, Despicable Me.
Blaine says she was listening. She couldn't believe I actually called.
I know, that's...
I would be
funny.
been cracking up.
Yeah, that funny.
Jeff says, I know it's Buzz that says it right.
Well, is it?
Yeah. Yep.
Toy Story. Yeah, it's Buzz Lightyear. To
Yep.
Infinity and
Toy
Beyond.
Story. Blaine says, gotta love a movie that has Woody and Buzz.
Yep. Which movie is this from? I Feel the Need for Speed. A, Days of Thunder. B, Speed. C, Fast and Furious. Or D, Top Gun. And I had to put A in there for Jeff.
Days of Thunder.
He likes Days of Thunder.
Jeff says Trick. Trick question, lol. Maybe he's trying to trick you, Jeff. Blaine says, while I'm on live, I'm behind. I guess that's what I'm saying. He says, I can't even type now.
Jeez. That's what happens when you page somebody that's not your wife. You act like it is. So, all right, the answer to this is
D, Top Gun. Jeff says, good and clear on my end. Well, that's good.
which movie is this from? They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom. A. Gladiator. B. 300. C. Troy. Or D. Braveheart.
Jeff says Tom says it. And Blaine says, Jeff, I meant I was lagging and wasn't on live, lol.
A lot of people know this one.
Yep.
Okay. So the answer to this is
D, Braveheart. Jeff says, uh-oh, there's the Glad he ate her. Oops,
Oh.
sorry, Virginia. Oh, Jeff just couldn't let it slide.
nope. All right, Virginia, you have permission to whack him upside the head for that one.
She's going to put you in timeout, Jeff.
Uh-huh. Next one. Which movie is this from? I'm King of the World. A. The Lion King. B. Titanic. C. Castaway. Or D. Life
Jeff
of
says,
Pi.
that's my only one. Are you sure?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There's Virginia.
There's her response.
Jeff's in the doghouse. And Tootsie's has got the bed for herself.
Yep. Jeff says, at least I didn't tell the rest of it, lol.
Oh my gosh.
Well, then you would really be put in timeout from
Yeah.
Virginia. She would definitely do that.
Yep.
She's going to bring a bar of soap.
Yeah.
Kim says, you in trouble.
There she is. Hey, Howard. Yeah, except it would be, what's that? What was that one red soap? What was it?
Life Boy?
Life Boy, yeah. That's what you would get, Jeff. Life Boy soap. All right.
No, don't worry about it. You're
That's
fine.
no problem.
We still have a lot more questions to
Oh,
go,
yeah.
so
We're not even halfway
you're
yet.
good. You're good.
So the answer to this one is
B, Titanic.
next one. Which movie is this from? Just Keep Swimming. A. Shark Tale. B. Moana. C. The Little Mermaid. Or D. Finding Nemo. Hey, Paula, welcome.
Jeff says the L word is a bad word, Hot Rod, lol. Yep.
Except when you do LOL. Yeah, how's your dad, Paula? That's good. Okay. The answer to this one is
D, Finding Nemo.
which movie is this from? Here's Johnny. A. Johnny Mnemonic. B. Edward Scissorhands. C. The Shining. Or D. Halloween.
The correct answer for this is you don't see it on
No,
much at all. Oh,
it's been a bit.
I mean, you'd have to pick it off of Amazon or one of them paid,
Yeah.
channels.
Yeah.
Streaming.
Yep. The answer to this is
C. The Shining. Dwayne's like old Jack Nicholson. Yeah, he really played that part well in that movie. I tell you.
he played a lot of parts in different movies very well. He was a good actor. Which one is this movie? What is this from? A. Hasta La Vista, Baby. A. Demolition Man. B. Judge Dredd. C. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Or D. RoboCop. That mixture.
Mm-hmm.
You sure, Jeff? Final answer? The correct answer is
C. Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
Yep.
Jeff says it's D. Dang it.
It's not D. It's not from RoboCop.
William says you can't handle the truth. It's in D also.
I don't remember that, and I know RoboCop very well. That was one of our first movie date movies.
Yeah, that and
Lethal
Lethal
Weapon.
Weapon.
Yeah,
We did. We went to a
double feature
feature.
on our first date.
Unheard of nowadays, I think. Yeah.
Next one. Which movie is the following from? You Had Me at Hello. A. Jerry Maguire. B. Notting Hill. C. Pretty Woman. Or D. Sleepless in Seattle.
Blaine says, "Dang, that was 1987. RoboCop." William says that was a Jack Nicholson line in A Few Good Men. I think it was. Oh, Jeff says I thought it was. Maybe not. Well, William says it was in A Few Good Men. He thinks.
Yeah, but it may have been later, but it first was in RoboCop. Or not RoboCop, but
Zach
Terminator.
says still have double features at drive-through movie theaters.
What's a drive-through movie theater?
I know, those are rare.
Very rare to find. Yeah.
If you got that in your area, you're lucky.
Yeah. Our closest one is...
Wayne says we have a couple drive-thrus near us. Love those things.
Our closest one is like Tiger. That's way
I remember when I was little.
Oh, wow.
Our family would...
I like Kelly's answer.
My niece owns one. Oh, wow. My family would pop a bunch of popcorn and put it all in those paper bags that you used to get from the grocery store. And then we would just pass it around in the car. You know, get the bowls and out and everything. And,
Yep.
Elsie said, too close to where I'm from.
That's...
William says Kevin Bacon and Tom Cruise. Anyway, Jack was good in that movie.
All right, so the answer to this is...
A. Jerry Maguire. Oh, Jeff says he's got to go to Tennessee to go to a drive-in movie. I don't even know where the closest one to us is.
Tiger.
I don't even know. Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Is
Tiger.
it still open?
It's still open. That's a hall. That's east of Helen is the closest.
William says used to be a drive-in at Indy. And Jeff says we got Jaws coming up in a few weeks to watch in VR chat. Oh, that should be interesting.
They should have a way to watch it in 3D. Graham, Texas. Next one. Which movie is this from? If you build it, he will come. A. Bull Durham. B. The Natural. C. Field of Dreams. Or D. Moneyball.
Wayne says VR chat is close to drive-in as you can get. LOL.
Yeah.
Without the concession stand, right?
No 3D for Kim. Yeah, without the concession stand. Well, yeah, without the real concession stand.
And the dancing commercial popcorns and
Soft drinks.
soft drinks,
Hot
dancing hot dogs.
Oh, gosh.
Zach says I'd watch Jaws in 3D. Jeff says it won't be in 3D, Kim, so you'll come watch. LOL. Blaine says, who would have thought a movie like this in the field is in Iowa of all places?
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The answer to this, obviously, is, since everybody knows it.
Mm-hmm. C, Field of Dreams.
Next one. Which movie is this from? You is kind, you is smart, you is important. A. Little Women. B. The Help. C. The Color Purple. Or D. Hidden Figures.
Jeff says it's still there. Also, he means the field. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I've heard too.
Yeah.
Blaine says, yep, they still have major games there. So
This movie you're watching just.
Jeff says, have no idea on this one. Yeah, I was just watching some of it last night.
Yeah, that movie is like. Priceless. That was a great movie.
William says, worst chocolate pie in the world. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, you
yeah.
know it.
Exactly.
Mini pies.
Oh my.
Minnie's pies.
Minnie's pies, like, oh my.
Joey said, Minnie don't burn fried chicken.
And she
don't
did end
burn
up burning it
yes,
at the
she
end.
Did, she did. Elsie says, if you haven't seen that movie, you're missing out.
Yes,
yeah,
you are.
Yeah, you got to watch it, Jeff.
I think we've seen it at least
Of course, once you
8
find
10
out
times.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The answer to this is
B, The Help.
it is funny.
Wayne says, I sure wished I had a Hicks cooler right now. I don't want to get up and leave.
That's funny. Next one. Which movie is this from? My Precious. A. Oh,
Jeff says I need to go also, Blaine.
A. The Hobbit. B. Harry Potter. C. The Lord of the Rings. Or D. The Two Towers. Or D. Game of Thrones.
Jeff says I'm holding it in. LOL. Blaine says, LOL, Jeff, I call it first. I gotta go. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Do we need to take a 5-minute break?
No, not 5 minutes. Put your headset down and walk out.
Oh my. Jeff says me and Blaine just ate. LOL.
Now I see why Blaine was talking about the
Is
cooler.
it 5 minutes or 10 minutes you need?
Or if it was Amber, it'd be 35 minutes.
Blaine says, nah, I have my earpiece in.
Okay, we got 3 C's. Mostly C's there.
William says, takes a good 15 if you take your phone.
Yeah.
Sometimes 15 minutes. Blaine says, oh, it might sound like one of those bombs and pop one.
Oh, gosh. Jeez. So the answer to this one is...
C, The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Oh, my gosh.
He's talking about the VR.
Next one. Which quote movie is this quote from? You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. A. Iron Man. B. The Avengers. C. The Dark Knight. Or D. Watchmen.
William says Taco Bell poo.
Oh, God. That's where they get the phrase "run for the border." You literally have to run for the border or the bathroom when you eat Taco
Blaine
Bell.
says, dang, this thing has got crappy. Sorry, Virginia. What did you cook today, by the way?
Oh my gosh.
Jeff says dropping the kids off at the pool for the ones that don't know what we are talking about. Sending the Browns to the Sugar Bowl also is one. Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Cheesesteaks. Oh my.
Oh boy.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
William says Amber went to south of the border. Yeah. Blaine says, yeah, the only Super Bowl the Browns will ever see. Oh my gosh.
All right, so Kim.
I know.
All right, so the answer to this one is
C, The Dark Knight. Blaine says that sounds awesome to Virginia. It does.
It does.
Sounds really good.
next one. Which movies quote this is from Love Means You're Never Having to Say You're Sorry. A. Casablanca. B. Gone with the Wind. C. The Notebook. Or D. Love Story. Just a guess. What, you don't know this one, Jeff?
Process of elimination, I guess.
Yeah.
Sort of. Because one of them was already in a question.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, sometimes.
Sometimes, but not always.
William says this truck with Caterpillar engine and straight pipes next to me is loud.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's going to give you a headache. Jeff says TV quotes next. Just a thought.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah. All right, so the answer to this one is
D, Love Story.
first word sort of gave that one away. Next one. I'm having an old friend for dinner. A. 7. B. Silence of the Lambs. C. Misery. Or D. Hannibal. I think Kim likes that. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing for next week.
Jeff says Norm. What show? LOL. Yeah, that should be interesting. Doing that.
Yep.
That sounds like it's raining again.
Like it's raining hard.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the last shower, everything's broken up.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody knows.
The answer is
B, The Silence of the Lambs. That was a weird movie.
yeah.
Zach says my audio is going in and out.
That's weird.
Everybody else good with the sound? Blaine says Mallory watches Cheers every day during dinner. I know this because before it starts, I always say Cheers was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we're good. Okay, next one. Which movie is this from? This is Sparta. A. Troy. B. 300. C. Gladiator. Or D. Clash of the Titans.
It's amazing how these shows with their songs and little things that they had in their beginning parts just as imprinted in your brain.
Oh, I know.
Jeff says, and at the end was sit Ubu sit, good dog.
Yep,
However,
yep.
it was spelled LOL. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog. Oh, that's coming down. Not yet. Okay. Well, the answer to this is
B 300.
Yep. Which movie is this from? Roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. A. The Matrix. B. Mad Max. C. Back to the Future. Or D. Blade Runner.
Jeff is confident. C. Blaine says Mallory would watch movies every day if she could. That's why she got her degree in creative writing for the film industry. From
Right.
Full Sail, she loves it. Oh, speaking of movies, her professor was in. Paula says she's ready for a vacation.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
Jeff says mine's in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first 2 weeks of July.
Oh, yeah, that's
Myrtle
right.
Beach.
You told that.
South of
yeah,
Myrtle.
yeah.
South of Myrtle Beach. Yeah. The answer to this is
C. Back to the Future. Seems like everybody's going to Myrtle Beach lately.
well, he's south of Myrtle Beach. Next one. Which movie is this from? Speaking of which, you're gonna need a bigger boat. A. Castaway. B. The Perfect Storm. C. Jaws. Or D. Titanic. You better know this one, Jeff.
Blaine was saying, "Where are you going, Paula?" And she says, "Pigeon Forge." Blaine says, "Of course you are, LOL." C. Paula says, "We can't go now because Dad can't drive or lift anything."
Yeah, he's got to hold off for.
Jeff says, "Where the
3
heck
months.
is Ninja on this one?" Smile, you son of a. Well, y'all know the rest.
Yeah. All right. So the answer to this is
C. Jaws.
which movie is this from? After all, tomorrow is another day. A. Gone with the Wind. B. Casablanca. C. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Or D. Sunset Boulevard. Harder now.
Mm-hmm.
See?
I can hear it. Okay.
All right. So the answer is
A. Gone with the Wind.
excellent. Which is this from? I'm Walking Here. A. Raging Bull. B. Goodfellas. C. Midnight Cowboy. Or D. Serpico. an hour now.
Mm.
It's getting harder.
Paula says Dad had open heart surgery on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some people may not know that.
Okay. So the answer to this one is
C. Midnight Cowboy.
next one. Which movie is this from? Wax On, Wax Off. A. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. B. Enter the Dragon. C. The Karate Kid, 1984.
Mm-hmm.
Or D. Rush Hour.
Blaine says, Jeff, your turn. I just dropped the twins off. More like whole community.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Blaine.
no.
Oh, God. Sheesh.
Paula says, thank you, Virginia. Jeff says, okay, Blaine, LOL.
I know this is going to sound bad, but after what Blaine just said, first thing that comes to mind is Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
What Uncle Eddie says. What he's pumping the stuff down
from
the camper down,
yeah.
down the sewer line.
It's full.
The thing is full, yeah.
Jeff says, mine gonna be a tapeworm, LOL.
Oh, God.
Blaine says, well, I do need to empty the crapper tomorrow.
Alright, the answer to this one is
C. The Karate Kid, 1984 version.
yes, the original. Next one. About this one. It's alive. It's alive. A. Dracula. B. Frankenstein, 1931. C. Nosferatu. Or D. The Invisible Man.
I don't think I've ever heard of C. Blaine says, I was born in 84. Hard to believe that I'm that old.
You're a kid. Man, you are young.
What about Fred here?
I keep saying I'm old. I'm not denying it.
Jeff says, what movie is number 5 is alive? Short Circuit.
Short Circuit, of course.
No disassemble. No disassemble.
No disassemble. So the answer to this is
William says, you mean you aren't 50? Jeff says, come on, I know someone knows.
50.
Kelly says, geez, Blaine, I graduated high school when you were 3. Virginia says Fred has a birthday next month.
Yes, you
Yeah.
do too, Virginia.
Yes, Virginia.
Yes, Virginia.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Kelly says Blaine was 3 when she graduated high school. Okay, well,
Jeff says, so does Jeff, Virginia, LOL.
Blaine wasn't even born when I graduated high school. So,
There's a bunch of July birthdays.
yeah, there are. All right, so the answer to this is
B. Frankenstein, the 1931.
and for reference sake, Nosferatu is a older version of Dracula.
Oh, okay. Paula says, I was a junior in high school when you were born.
Bunch of kids. Next one. Which movie is this from? I Am Serious and Don't Call Me Shirley. A. Naked Gun. B. Spies Like Us. C. Airplane. Or D. Top Secret.
All y'all's parents doing in October of y'all's previous year. Must have been cold, but couldn't have been too cold. Jeff says Blaine is a youngin'. And
Yes, he is.
William says means Kelly might be a 66 baby. Jamie
Oh,
says
Jamie,
the
welcome.
Rocker Horror Picture Show, greatest movie of all time.
That's an old one. And I actually didn't first see it until it was on cable. That was just a weird.
Blaine says, Jeff, you ain't far ahead of me.
Yeah, a bunch of youngins. Of course, I think Zach is also a youngin too. So. Paul thinks it's B.
Jeff says, I got 7 years on you, Blaine, LOL.
Hey, Gary with 2 R's. Snuck in.
So Jeff's going to have to tell Blaine, you got to respect your elders.
Yep.
Jeff says, yep, Zach's still a kid.
Yeah.
Jamie says, I am 64, just turned on
Oh, wow.
June 3rd.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Blaine says, I'll be 42 in March, Jeff.
Kelly said.
Oh, hey, Gary with two R's.
2 C's.
2 C's. I see a C next to his. Sorry. I can't even talk. Yeah, he snuck in here.
Kelly was born in 68.
68. Oh, okay.
And Kim is 66.
Virginia says, I quit having birthdays.
I think this is, yeah, I know how you feel on that one. All right, so the answer to this one is
C, airplane.
next one. Which movie is this from? Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. A, Boiler Room. B, The Big Short. C, Wall Street. Or D, Margin Call.
Blaine says, best thing from the 50s and 60s and some of the 70s, y'all's vehicles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
hey, David. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, David, welcome.
He's listening. Jeff says you must be behind then, Paula. Paula says, I got 17 years on you, Blaine.
Jeez. I got 19 years on Blaine. So, bunch of youngins. That's Jeff put it. Oh. All right.
He's like, Paula, yes, ma'am.
All right. So the answer to this is
C, Wall Street.
which movie is this from? Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. A, Cinderella. B, The Wizard of Oz. C, Alice in Wonderland. Or D, Sleeping Beauty.
Gary says, I'm just 53. No, wait, that's the year I was born.
Good one.
Jeff says, Virginia is still the youngest in here, though. Always will be 21 and holding. Paula says, I'm 58. David says, doing back to Dr. Friday for my liver issues. Oh, my.
Jeff, it's B, Blaine.
Well, he had retracted his first.
I know.
William says, of the best things from those years was Us. Know how to live off the land. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blaine says, I know, I was reading and hit C, Jeff. I have fat fingers.
Okay, so the answer to this one, obviously, is
B, The Wizard of Oz.
Excellent. What movie does this? What?
Huh?
What? Did I goof up?
You goofed.
That's wrong.
Oh yeah, you didn't even. That's from last week.
Yeah,
or
something messed
something.
up. Okay.
Fiasco.
Fiasco.
Tim
Oh,
says Gen X rules.
I didn't delete one.
Oh,
All right.
and Blaine says Virginia is also the best cook. New YouTube channel coming to a computer near you. Virginia
Nice try.
says holding on is getting more difficult. Jeff.
Which movie is the following quote from? Shaken, not stirred. A. Mission Impossible. B. The Bourne Identity. C. Goldfinger. Or D. Casino Royale.
You just hang in there, Virginia.
Yeah.
You got everyone praying for you all.
Yep. I always tell people, when you get on our prayer list, you're always on our prayer list. A lot of people are on our prayer list.
Jeff says you're still holding, Virginia. Blaine says, but keep holding because you sure brighten our days, Virginia.
Yeah, that's true.
It's okay.
Luckily, was saying, "What's everyone doing?" And I said, "Our trivia." So this is what Blaine says.
Oh.
Watching some weird YouTube channel, Blaine? Really?
Jeff says, but it's also said in a lot more of his movies.
Yeah.
And Zach says, isn't this quote from all of James Bond movies?
Yes, but the original first time Shaken Not Stirred was in the very first Casino Royale movie. So that's oops. But it was Goldfinger. I mean Goldfinger.
Are you getting confused?
Yeah, it was in Goldfinger, but
they also had it in the Santa Claus.
Yeah, which one was that?
I think it was the first one with
Which
Tim.
one?
Yeah, well, Tim Allen was in all of them, but the first one, yeah. Oh, so that's it.
That's it. Next week, thanks to a recommendation, it will be TV quotes.
Blaine says the phrase first appeared in the novel Diamonds Are Forever.
The novel? Well, this is not book quotes.
Jeff says this was fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. So next week will be TV quotes. That's going to be a challenge, finding all that.
Well, better get busy. Get cracking. Jeff says, woohoo, TV quotes.
Yeah, TV quotes it will be. I gotta figure out a list of which TV shows I want to pull from.
Blaine says, I know, but there's a topic. Book quotes.
I wouldn't even have a clue on that one.
Kelly says, speaking of prayer list, my daughter was supposed to get a biopsy of the cancer today, but when she was in the operating room, they said there wasn't enough to get a biopsy.
Thank goodness.
Wow, that's a good thing. Zach says, good luck with your researching.
That's the one that I told you about with the where she had the thing and then took other meds and it's dissolved.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Thanks, Elsie. Hope you have a good night as well. And Blaine says, I wouldn't either because I hate reading, LOL. And Gary says, Jeff, and I will know the quotes from Andy Griffith.
That's a TV show. That's not.
Well, that's what you.
That would be an easy one. You think I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
give
put
it?
you're gonna put some easy ones in there.
I gotta find some tough ones, like ones that are episodes that are very rare on free. If I do Andy
Blaine
Griffith.
says, well, praise God. That's all you can chalk it up to be. God is great.
Lime
Ellie
size.
says it was lime size.
Wow, that's went from like grapefruit size down to lime size.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Gosh.
Jeff says, "Yep, better put Andy in there
somewhere.
Yeah, he'd better
somewhere."
Paula says, "When my dad had open heart surgery, they just found 2 blockages instead of 3.
That's good.
That's great. I know it's bad enough with 2, but going in thinking there was 3 and then only had 2. That's good.
That is good. Alrighty. Oh.
Well, thank y'all for coming in and prayers for everyone who needs it.
Yep.
And I hope you all have a good evening.
And good rest of the week.
Good rest of the week. And Jeff says, I'm just glad Fred didn't put Full Metal Jacket in tonight. So.
Oh gosh, no, I wouldn't.
Blaine says, I gotta tell you, my heart ain't in this.
I don't know what that's from.
Jeff says, wait, read mine, lol. What? Did I miss something?
I'm just glad Fred didn't. Yeah, she said the Full Metal Jacket one.
Did I miss something?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I read you better put Andy in there. And
Didn't put Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yep.
Was that it?
Yeah, you read it.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's trying to be funny. All right.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. And
Thanks for coming in.
See you next week with TV quotes. Good night.
Good night.